Hey everyone, so the other day I posted about a keto cheddar broccoli soup that I did. I have been missing soup so much because I'm a huge soup person, so I've been drinking a lot of broth, but now I can have a soup. So I wanted to go ahead and do a video. I did change the recipe a little bit from what I did the other day, so if you got it the other day, this way is a little bit better. Just realized I forgot to pull out the can opener though. Okay, so first I'm going to start with my broccoli. I just use a whole package. It requires 4 cups of broccoli. So whatever you want to do. I always typically buy frozen veggies. Sorry. So ladylike. I read in some like fitness thing that frozen veggies are the healthiest because they're picked and frozen right at they're like prime whatever, like the nutrients are higher, and the ones that you get fresh in the store are actually the least healthy because in their travels to your grocery store they are slowly losing all their nutrients. So canned and frozen, so it's frozen then canned then fresh. That might not be true. It might all be complete BS. I don't know. I read it, so I've just kind of always stuck to it now. So and I probably always will. I don't know. I'm just kind of like that now. So this is completely frozen. I want it smaller though for my soup. So I'm putting it in my Power Chef to chop it up a bit. Isn't it amazing? It's frozen. And yeah, I mean the tug is a little tough, but it's chopping it up. I probably should have did half and half though, honestly. But I think it's gonna be fine. I like a little bit, like I like to get some chunks in there, but that, I swear, every time I use these products, I get so amazed by them, even though I use them all the time. The bottom is a little bit more chopped. Like I said, I should have done half and half. Let me see if you can see that. See, the bottom is a little bit more fine. I think I still want it more chopped, so I'm gonna dump it in there and I'm gonna put it back in to chop it some more. Actually, I'm only gonna do like half because I like some of those bigger chunks. I swore that I was gonna make this video as quick as possible because my videos have been so long. I don't know. I'm sure nobody's been like watching them through the whole thing. Wait, get that. Let me actually get it on. That's why we like doing our smoothies in here, because we can do all our fruit frozen. So I got that all nice and chopped. So I'm gonna add that in the sink. Just adding this to my pressure cooker because I'm making my soup in the pressure cooker because I use this thing like all the time. And now I'm going to add my broth. I'm gonna add 3.5 cups of broth. I only have 1 can of chicken broth, so I'm gonna do some of it in beef broth. This is our Tupperware can opener. It is ambidextrous. Myself, my husband, my oldest daughter, and my youngest son, we're all left-handed. So for some reason, regular can openers in my house don't last very long. I guess as left-handed people, we do it differently. So we bend something, we do something crazy, and they don't work long, and we have to constantly get new ones. But I got the Tupperware. As you can see, my can's a little bent here, so I don't know if that's gonna do very well or not. What I love about the Tupperware can opener is it goes on the top, and like I said, it's ambidextrous, and if you have like arthritis and stuff, it does really well. It's really super easy for people to use. I love it. I actually have arthritis really bad in my hands, and I've never had a problem with this can opener. I don't have to work very hard, so I just got it off, and yep, still worked really well. And look at this, watch. No sharp edges at all. It pops right off of there. So I like that there's no sharp edges. So I'm going to do 3.5 cups of broth. So that was 2. So now I'm going to do the beef. And again, and look, it's like once it's on there, it's like on there. And so it's great for lefties and righties. Oh, I like it because I've battled with can openers my entire life. And then, ooh, just said low power mode, sorry. Then growing up in my house, I was the only lefty and nobody knew what I was talking about. They were like, what? It's the same thing. No, it's not. Can openers are made for right-handed people. So there's 3 cups of broth. I didn't pull out my half cup, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. And there's 3.5 cups of broth. So put that aside. One thing I love too, with the broths and stuff, if I don't use all of it, I don't know if you guys have seen the Tupperware tumblers, but they always come with seals. So I always put it in a tumbler and put the seal on. 1 second. Sorry, I was just grabbing one for you. So this is our one of our cups. It's a tumbler, and then I just pour my leftover broth in there, and they always come with a seal. A little bit of broccoli on there, and I love it because it fits so well in the door of my refrigerator, and I can just like have my broth. So it's also great. I know a lot of people make their own broth. I do occasionally. It's very rare though. And now I'm going to add 3 cups of shredded cheese. I've already shredded my cheese. I love this recipe because there's no flour, there's no cornstarch, the only thing I'm using as a thickening agent is cheese. So it's great for keto. A lot of other, I don't know if you've ever looked at like the soup mixes or even the canned soups or frozen soups for cheddar broccoli. Oh, they're so high. Like the carbs in them is super high. Like I could eat this whole thing and not feel guilty about it. So I really like that. Now, I like a little bit of, usually I like potatoes in my cheddar broccoli soup. I can't eat potatoes though because I'm doing keto diet. I'm telling you what, this is my new discovery and I love it. Radishes, I made, this is gonna sound weird. For breakfast, I made a roast and I put radishes in it and it was just like potatoes. Like I can't tell the difference. I love potatoes or radishes in like everything. If you have not tried them, even if you're not keto, it's a good way to cut back on your carbs. Oh, I highly suggest it. So I'm gonna put a bunch of this in there because I really like it. It's so good. And they don't, once they're cooked, they just don't taste like radishes anymore. You know, they've got like that bite to it when they're raw, but it's just not there when it's cooked. I don't really understand it, whatever, I don't care. Onion. I'm gonna skip the onion. I typically like onion, but I'm just gonna skip it. And then I'm gonna do a cup of heavy whipping cream. I don't know what's going on, but Aldi, I went to Aldi today and they were completely out of heavy whipping cream. They were completely out of broccoli. Same as last week, they were completely out. Went to Walmart, they had very little heavy whipping cream and one bag of frozen broccoli. I'm blown away. Is there a broccoli shortage? I don't really understand what's going on. Oh, I hate these containers too. This is not my usual heavy whipping cream. So I'm gonna add a cup of heavy whipping cream to this. Oh, I'm so excited. I made this, I wanna say last week, and I ate like all of it in the first day and I didn't have any, and then I couldn't get any like broccoli and stuff, so I was really upset. Oh, it looks so good. And now I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper because I add cayenne pepper to everything because it's delicious and it, I don't know, I don't know if it really boosts metabolism. People say that, but I don't know if that's true. Yeah. And of course, garlic powder. I can't back off the garlic powder. So actually most of the carbs in this, I wanna say the last time I did it, it was like 5 net carbs per like 1.5 cups, which is super low. And it mostly all came from the seasoning. So this time I'm only adding, cause I put like oregano and things like that in it, which have a bit of carbs. So this time I'm only doing the garlic powder to cut back on that. So it's gonna be less than 5 net carbs when it's all said and done, but I'm not gonna count it and I can eat this totally guilt-free. I absolutely love it. Can you see? Oh, I spilled some on the counter. Whoops. Look, I made such a mess. But here, I'll lift it up so you can see. So it already is looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for, I know my phone fell in the yucky stuff. Look, this is what I do. See the bottle holder? I put my phone in between those 2 nipples and then I have to wash them after, you know, because our phones are like super dirty because our hands are super dirty. Yeah, so anyways, back to what I was doing. I'm just gonna stir with that and then I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to put this in the microwave for 10 minutes and I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, so I had it in the microwave for 10 minutes and it is finished. There was a bit of craziness going on with the kids, so the pressure indicator has already gone down. So now I'm gonna open it. Yay. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it looks delicious. The light's a little funky on it, so you can't really see it. I mean, it's got a bit of a brown color to it just because I used that beef broth. I'm not gonna tip it again. Let me get a ladle really quick. Must be in the dishwasher, it is. Oh, it smells so good, I'm so excited. Oh, I highly recommend this soup. It's so good. Little cheese on top. I've already made dinner for the kids, chicken nuggets and tater tots, but look at my soup. Super low carb. It's amazing that I can eat this stuff and I'm still losing weight. Like, this is what's making me lose weight. I love the keto diet and I love these recipes. Yay! So, bye, that's all. Thanks for watching.